Okay, today we're going to derive the quadratic formula. So this is the quadratic formula right here, and pretty much what this does is it allows you to take a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and then you plug in your a, b's, and c's into this formula right here, and it will give you the zeros of your quadratic. Um, so this formula actually comes directly from the completing the square method. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this quadratic, and instead of doing an example with numbers, we're just going to leave everything as variables. So a, b, and c are some numbers, and we're going to complete the square, and we're going to see if we can derive the quadratic formula. So my first step is to make sure that the term out in front of the x squared is a 1. So right now it's an a, so I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 1 over a in order to clear out this a in front of the x squared. So 1 over a multiplied by a x squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this is just going to distribute to each of the four terms here, and we have 1 over a times a is just going to give us 1, so that's just x squared. 1 over a times b is going to give us plus a b over a x, and then 1 over a times c is plus c over a, and all that's equal to 0. So our next step is normally to take this constant term here, this c over a term, and move it over to the other side. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to just subtract c over a from both sides. So I'm left with x squared plus b over a x equals negative c over a. So once we get here, we're going to add in our blanks. So I'm going to do that. X squared plus b over a x plus some number equals negative c over a plus some number. And what goes in these blanks here is negative b, or my apologies, it's not negative, b over 2 squared. So this is what is going to go in both of these blanks here. So we need to find out what b over 2 squared is. So our b term is right here. So our b term is this guy right here. So our b is b over a. So I'm going to do this on a separate sheet of paper. So we take our b over a, and it needs to be over 2, and then it needs to be squared. So this is what we end up with here. This simplifies to just b over 2a squared, and then we can move the squared into the fraction here, so we end up with b squared over 2 squared, which is 4 times a squared. So this is what we want to put in our blanks here. So I'll go ahead and just write it on a new line where all those blanks are put in. So we have x squared plus b over a x plus our number that we calculated, which is b squared over 4a squared, and then all that's equal to negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. So once we get to this point, we normally want to simplify these two terms here and then factor these three terms here. So when we're simplifying these two terms, it's normally just adding two numbers together, but it's a little bit more difficult because everything is in the term of variables. But it shouldn't be too bad. I'm just gonna rewrite this and we'll find a common denominator and simplify. So we're gonna have negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. So our common denominator here is going to be 4a squared. So in order to get a denominator of 4a squared here, this negative c over a is going to have to be multiplied by 4a on the top and bottom. So I'll just rewrite that like this. So we're multiplying the top and bottom by 4a. So just like this. And this should give us our common denominator, and then I'm just rewriting this term here, b squared over 4a squared. So when we complete this multiplication, we're going to get 4ac, and it's going to be negative, and then 4a times a is 4a squared. And then bringing down this other term, we see now that we have our nice common denominator. So these two terms can be easily added. So adding these two terms together, we're left with, on the numerator, b squared minus 4ac, and then our common denominator is 4a squared. So it's kind of a lot of work, but now this right hand side is simplified down to this. So I'm going to rewrite this again. We have x squared plus b over a plus b squared over 4a squared, and that's equal to the expression that we just calculated. The denominator is 4a squared, and in the numerator we have b squared minus 4ac. So there's that b squared minus 4ac that we calculated again, and then that's just going right down in there. So now this needs to be factored. And we know that when we complete the square, there's a way to get these to factor down nicely. And what it ends up factoring to is x plus or minus b over 2 quantity squared. So our b over 2 in this case, we calculated it up here in red. Our b over 2 came out to be b over 2a. So it's going to be x plus b over 2a quantity squared. So x plus b over 2a quantity squared. So if we were to FOIL this out, we would get this quadratic right here. And this is equal to b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. So now we want to solve for x. So in order to do that, we need to take the square root of both sides. So I'll go ahead and do that. Take the square root of this and take the square root of this. So what we're left with is x plus b over 2a, and that's equal to the square root of this expression here. Um, so I'm actually going to split this square root up, so I'm going to just take the square root of the numerator and the square root of the denominator. And so we have the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then the square root of 4a squared. And then whenever we do this, we need to make sure to add in our pluses and minuses there. So we're almost done, and I'm just going to slide this up, and we'll get a little bit more room. So get a clean piece of paper. So we need to do a little bit more simplification. I'm going to just clean up this denominator a little bit. So I'm not changing the left hand side at all. We still have x plus b over 2a, and that's equal to plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. And down here you can see that well, the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of a squared is just a, so we can actually rewrite this as 2a. And simplifying this denominator is nice because then you can see that we have a common denominator here. So just a little bit more to go. I'm going to subtract this b over 2a from both sides. So we have x equals negative b over 2a, and then this is plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So since these denominators are the same, we can actually combine these denominators. So I'm going to do that next. X is going to be equal to, well, I know the entire denominator is 2a, and then in the numerator we have negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. And it looks like this can't be simplified much further. And if we look at what we started with, it looks like we got it correct. So there is an example of deriving the quadratic formula just based on taking a quadratic in general form and using the completing the square technique.